Now we've got a guy coming up who's a big fan of professional wrestling and big in general. He performed at the legendary brokerage until the security at Merrill Lynch had him removed. We will bring to the stage the D-Man, Dan Driver.
Yeah, how about give it up to your host, Andy Troy? Yeah, we're gonna watch those steps. Man, they gotta get like a runway or an escalator up here. That'd be nice. But now I'm large and in charge. How's everyone doing? Good. It's interesting. You can't drink and drive. You can't text and drive. But nobody said you can't eat and drive. So, one day I was on the way home eating a huge Red Lobster meal, and I got pulled over by a cop. The cop said, "Sir, I need you to get out of the car." I said, Nah, I need you to get in the car. Of course, I got a ticket, but it cost me my damn cheddar bay biscuits. One time on the dating app, I came across this girl. She looked great. She was a runway model. But when I met her in person, she was a cross between Uncle Fester and a crack whore. The only runway she ever been on was at LaGuardia. So that's the last time I used mostly manatees. Last year, I went to Mardi Gras. I really wanted beads, so I shook my tits. I didn't get no beads. I only got Uncle Fester the crack whore. A few days ago, I was watching My 600-Pound Life and 1,000-Pound Sisters. It's getting out of hand. Now they have 1,000-pound friends and 1,000-pound roommates. I've actually been recently starting to watch 1,000-pound gerbil breeders, where you watch these fat weirdos watch their gerbil run on a wheel because they wish they only got that much exercise. Yeah, hopefully I do not get recruited on 1,000-pound comedians. I'm not saying I got a weight problem, but every time when I go into the kitchen, my dog Bosco covers his food bowl. He's an Italian greyhound. So is usually Veal Scallopini. They're the fastest breed in the world, but I always beat into that Scallopini. Bosco is such a show-off. Whenever I go into den watching TV, he's doing one paw push-ups next to me while his gold chain is hitting the ground. If I did a push-up, I would look like a float in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I had to get a suit for my friend's wedding. The tailor did the best he could. I don't know where he got all that material from. But I had the best cleavage for the bridesmaids. I have a good bouquet. Guess who's getting married in May? It's not what you think. Unless you think I'm going to be the bride. Then it's exactly what you think. During cocktail hour, a waiter was handing out appetizers. When he came to me, he said, "Bosco warned me that you..." So during the wedding, I'm not called the D-Man because I have a big dick. So it's because when I was at the wedding, and during when I was dancing, it's because I'm dangerous on the dance floor. I tripped, hit my head, knocked myself out. When I woke up in the hospital, I was cold. I asked the nurse for a blanket. She said, "We're out of blankets. The tailor up the street took them all." It's not what you think. Unless you think the tailor took all the blankets to make me a suit, then it's exactly what you think. Last summer I went on a date. I got this girl so wet. Not like you think. We went kayaking and I actually tipped it over. When she came to my car, she was so hot because my air conditioning wasn't working. But later on during the night, I got a happy ending. Not just any happy ending. Happy ending Sundays. She works for Friendlies. But then after a shift, she blew me behind the dumpster. Guess who's getting married to me? Yeah. Like Andy was mentioning earlier, I am a big pro wrestling fan. I just don't like it when people call it fake. It ain't fake. I have been hit over the head with a folding chair many times. I really have been hit over the head with a folding chair many times. By the head chef at an all-you-can-eat buffet. That ain't fake. I don't know. Now I fear I may have CTE or MSG. I definitely got ADD. I gotta get out of this joke ASAP. Cause Oscar Mayer. Come on, everyone, sing with me. Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA. Speaking of baloney, back in high school on April Fool's Day, some assholes covered my whole car in baloney. That's very mean, don't you think? Yeah. Thank you. Do you know how long it takes to remove 2 pounds of bologna off a 97 Chevy Lumina? 2.5 days. Now I'm bologna-phobic. That's my time. I'm the D-Man Dan Schreiber. And give it up to your host, Andy Troy.